So, let's get started on our trade today. I have already analyzed and selected all currency pairs with the most optimal character of movement and interest on payments. You can see this selection in front of your eyes. Having analyzed the price movement for today, I came to the conclusion that today we will analyze the following indicators. This is the Keltner channel. Two stochastic oscillators. The first one will have a period of 14, and the second one will have a period of 7. On one oscillator, we set the overbought and oversold areas to 80 and 20. On the second oscillator, which has a smaller period, we set them to 70 and 30. Additionally, we might add a fractal here to better observe more local highs and lows. So all in all, let's get started by initiating a trade with $600. Let's choose the first currency pair. And right here, by the way, why not? Let's open a trade for a price increase. Here, I have carefully paid attention to the fact that we have updated the fractal and demonstrated its local minimum. Naturally, the most optimal choice would be to open a trade precisely at the formation of the local minimum. I believe it would be much safer, as the price could bounce back down again regardless. However, I also observe the areas of movement of the moving oscillators. Since they are in the oversold zone, I will wait for an upside exit as well. Let's see. So, the first deal closed in profit. The pullback strength wasn't enough, but the first deal still closed in profit. A bit unlucky, but that's okay. Let's continue trading and pick the next currency pair. Here, I will open a deal to increase the price. Here is a clearer signal to open a trade on the upside. Let's highlight the working area. I am oriented here by both oscillators, and in this case, unlike the last deal, we observe the exit from the oversold zone on both oscillators. Here, we also had the formation of a new local minimum, and then the price followed upwards. Only in this area do we see the price coming out of the oversold zone. And you can also understand the power of price pullbacks. On average, we always touch the average moving average of the channel indicator. So looking at the further dynamics of the movement, I think we should go up. Let's see, yes, and the first, more precisely, the second deal closes in the plus. I will open for the full amount of the balance, as the profit of today's trade is not satisfying. So in a $1,000 deal now, I will pick up and continue our analysis. Let's pick up the following currency pair. And here, I will open a deal already on the price decrease. The logic of entry remains absolutely the same. Now let's highlight the working area. So yes, the entry logic is absolutely the same as in the last trade, but here we have a slightly different situation. We open on the downside. That's the main difference. So here we have the movement again going to the outer part of the channel indicator. Next, the update of the local maximum, then further dynamics should go down. I also pay attention to both oscillators and assume that there should be an exit from the overbought zone. In general, watching the pullbacks of the price action, we can see that at least we have touched the average sliding channel indicator. So in this case, it is better to open a deal on the downside. And now let's look at the result of the deal. For some reason, we have a little currency pair glitch. But nevertheless, the deal closed in the plus and the balance was updated. That absolutely satisfied. Most likely, the correct time of opening the deal. We opened somewhere around here at the right time. The opening led to successful closing of this deal, and let's change the amount of value. Let's put probably 970 and open 2 deals for the amount of $1,940. Let's proceed and pick up the following currency pair. And here, I will most likely open 2 deals on the rise. In this case, it's against the trend, but earlier I noticed that the trend is almost always upward. So this area can also be seen as a price correction. After the formation of a new local minimum and the movement, we have entered the outer part of the channel indicator. The further dynamics should move upwards. I carefully pay attention again to the behavior of the oscillators and notice both oscillators gradually leaving the oversold zone. Therefore, in this particular case, I decide to open a deal on upward. Now, let's watch closely the result of these 2 trades. And trades have closed on the plus side. That's great. That's really great. I'm just so happy with the result. We are on the plus side today. I'm going to record today's profit. Let's move on to the conclusion. The sum of today's profit will be 2,300. The withdrawal operation has been successfully executed. This is the trade for today using these indicators. I think there's nothing complicated and there should not be any questions. The principle of applying this strategy is very clear. You need to look for the formation of new points of extremum and also necessarily to focus your attention on the oversold and overbought areas and further focus on the trend and on the channel indicator. Thank you all for watching. If you still have any questions, you can ask me on Telegram. You can find the link to it in the description below the video. Thank you once again for your time and attention. I will definitely try to help everyone. And of course, have a good day and see you soon.